Hello, Internet, and welcome to Neon Souls. Thanks for joining us here on this lovely Friday evening. We're here to play The Sprawl. Thank you for being here. You just watched our promo video with all of our cool stuff that we've got going on the channel. I'm just going to breeze through our announcements real quick, and then we're going to get back into the game because we're all super excited to be here for a heist tonight. Just start chanting heist. So we, like I said, we've got all sorts of games on the channel. If you've watched any of our shows before, you know we do something here almost every day of the week. You can see our full schedule below our faces if you're watching us live on Twitch, and if you're watching us on YouTube, head over to our Twitch page. You can see what we're doing at the time. Our next stream after this one, today's Friday, we won't have anything tomorrow, but our next stream will be on Sunday. It's Slang 101. It's Monster of the Week. And we just dealt with trees. I don't know if we're in a mystery right now, because my brain is dead.
Seriously?
Clowns.
Right. Clowns. Forgot about that.
First, you guys haven't seen a clown.
Yet.
Saw a couple of other things.
It's the monster movie mashup. Freddy versus Jason versus it. Yeah, it's
Pennywise
Versus Pennywise.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
yeah.
No, I draw the line at Pennywise. It's too scary.
So yeah, that's what we have on Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern time. You give me crap like I forgot that. It's been a whole 7 days, almost 5 days.
I only gave you crap because Sid looked so offended.
I will never forget what happened last week, ever.
But yeah. Otherwise, our schedule, like I said, we're going to be dark tomorrow, and then our schedule throughout next week should be mostly the same. We'll update you as we go. Keep an eye on our Twitter. I'm going to let these people introduce themselves, and then we will get into the game and kick things off with GB.
Graybeard of Graybeard's Tavern. Tonight I'll be playing Klaxon, the driver drone jockey. That's it for me, GB.
I'm Morgan, also known as Imagine Matrix all over the internet. Thursday nights I play at Smorgasbord Gaming on Twitch here, so if you want to check that out, it's pretty fun. And tonight I'm playing Clarity the Hacker.
It's me. It's my turn. Hi, I'm Savvy Seaworth on everything. My schedule got a little less complicated today because earlier we had the finale of the Apocalypse World game I was running on Encounter Roleplay. That's okay. I'm sure I'll find something to replace it with soon. Yeah, I'm here most days except for Wednesdays and Monday nights. I'm on Cobalt Press, but tonight I'm playing Choke the Killer.
And hello, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at GreekSid. I'm here a couple nights a week. We just had Elegant Suffering. Oh boy. Lots of fun bathing things. Check it out. You'll know what I mean. Next time I won't be on this channel will be tomorrow. I'll be over on Off the Table playing I don't know what because it's literally being written tonight. And I'm gonna find out when I get there. It's the 24-hour game jam. It's for charity. Come check it out. I will be playing something at 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So come see me figure it out. It'll be cool. But tonight I am playing Impulse the Reporter.
And bringing this whole thing together, it's me. Now that's stuck in my head, Savannah. I don't know why you did that to me.
Everything
Sean.
I do is a personal attack on you. You know
It
that.
is. Hi, I'm Sean, the Crack King on Twitter, and I'm the MC of this game. I'm here almost every day of the week, except for Mondays and Wednesdays. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll recap what happened last time on Neon Souls. You guys completed your most recent job. Congratulations. You had been given many weeks ago, had been given a job by Oracle to track down the killer or the assassin of a number of their members. fellow co-workers of Clarity's. You, through a series of events, uncovered the culprit, being this master hacker named Warlock, who I guess had a beef with Oracle, and specifically the creator of Oracle, Apollo. This figure, Warlock, put a Cortex bomb in Clarity's head and blackmailed y'all to get a specific piece of tech called the Midas Drive from Apollo. You at Apollo, they offered you the information to help if you could capture Warlock for them. You were able to capture Warlock, revealing that this person was identical to Apollo, and they told you that they were actually the real Apollo, and the Apollo that you had met was in fact a clone, a skin, cybernetically created sort of housing for a cyber consciousness, and they had taken over Apollo's life, and Warlock, or Apollo, had been on the run ever since. You decide to then switch and help out Warlock to take down Apollo and get their life back. The first ever mission that you guys have accomplished without some sort of cleaning job or ruse. You attempted to make the exchange, very successfully assassinating Apollo, causing them to reset back to one of their backup skins, and you took out their drones. Unfortunately, it seemed like they were a little bit prepared for this potential double cross, and had a Aegis security team that was ready on standby that showed up. You attempted to negotiate. It went badly. Lots of people got murdered. When the dust cleared, you captured Apollo, interrogated them for a bit, reset all of the hardware, the software to or calibrated it back to Warlock, or the real Apollo, and then you killed the fake Apollo, the real Warlock. Now we never have to deal with that confusion again. So now, with the Apollo you helped back in power, completing your job, you took a little bit of downtime, decided to get some of this the heat off you, because the fake Apollo that you murdered had set up an info dump on you to Catechism, and you were dangerously close to them zeroing on your location. So you went to the beach and took some time to relax, get outside the city, spend some cred, and once you returned back to San Angeles, you picked up you decided to finally make good or take on this last job that you had received, this heist. And wouldn't you know it, you spoke with the purveyor, the fixer, the contact that was going to give you the details on the heist, and it was a very familiar face, Mrs. Scarlet. You rolled very badly, didn't get much information on the job, but you have it, and you guys have a lot of legwork to do. Your job is to steal a shipment of tech, specifically shipment of skins that are going to be making their way through San Angeles in the next week. So we're picking up shortly after having received this job. Yes, joke.
I have a move now for the start of a mission.
I do too.
Cool.
Go
I
first.
didn't want to forget.
Great. Yes, the mission is starting.
Great. Okay. It's
Has
called
started.
it's okay, just checking. It's called I Love It When a Plan Comes Together. So at the start of a mission, I roll Edge. This is the one I told you guys about last time, where if I do good, I get hold and I can spend it to have gear or be places.
Okay.
That's 9. Okay, so I gain 1 hold, and during the mission, I can spend hold 1 for 1 on either you have a piece of gear that you need right now, or you appear in a scene where you're needed right now.
Okay.
Use 1 time.
Cool.
Don't let me forget.
You have hope.
That
Don't forget.
I'll
We
do my
needed
best
so
to
much
keep
gear
you from
last time.
not forgetting. But yeah.
I also have a beginning of mission move.
Yes.
It is my nose first story, so it potentially gives me some things for collecting on my story, but it also gives us some things for the mission. So I also roll edge at the beginning of the mission.
All right.
That's edge. Well, we're off to a great start, friends.
How?
How?
I don't
How?
know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
That is now a week with a week separation. The third
Yes.
time in a row that you have rolled
Don't
Snake
worry.
Snake
Eyes.
Eyes.
We even had like a game in between. It's just impulse.
That is unreal. So I assume good things don't happen.
No, they do not. Let's see. Well, it doesn't say, so I guess you just get to make a move.
I just get
Yeah.
to make a move. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. So what would have happened if it had gone right? You would have gotten...
If it had gone right, I would have gotten some hold, and I could have either used it to ask a question from the research list, get a +4 to monster on somebody, find some evidence for a story, gather
Okay.
evidence for the mission, something like that.
I think what it's going to do is advance your noise clock.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna say here. In fiction, as you're kind of getting into this and kind of poking around at some of this, it'll come more clear. I think we can kind of flesh it out in fiction a little bit more as you guys actually begin your investigation. But we'll say for the sake of this job, you end up creating a little more noise than you actually find useful intel. So, oh boy. I can't believe you rolled Snake Eyes again. Jeez.
I am moving to
Okay.
physical dice. I'm sorry. I'm
That's-
preemptively, I'm moving to physical dice. That's just
That's
what's
fine.
going to have to happen tonight.
If you roll double ones there, then I think we're gonna need to have some sort of cleansing. or
Yes,
seance.
I don't help me, help me. Oh, Lord.
All the witches out there.
No
Sid needs help.
sage.
Just, no sage. No,
But don't
we know
burn
no
sage.
no
Not
sage.
sage.
There are other cleansing rituals to do. Sans sage, help me. Okay,
Once in every show, I am gonna go on a rant about how you shouldn't burn sage.
good.
Yeah, we're ready for that at this point.
Don't do it, it's
Okay,
incredibly endangered, and there's other things you can do.
I'm gonna go and pop on the More You Know cover that I've got prepared,
Boop, boop.
and there
Hey,
we
white
go.
people, stop.
Word sage. Hey, wait, white people, just stop. Just stop.
We need the more you know sound to play after you say that.
Yeah,
Where's the rainbow?
Chibi, Chibi for the
you.
win.
Listen, I have a platform here.
Use it.
all right. Well, what would you guys like to do? Assume you're all in the workshop right now. You've received the mission. You've spoken with Miss Scarlet. Oh, we should probably do. You did your getting the job thing, and you chose to get paid well.
Yes.
As far as staking cred at the beginning of the mission, I don't think you've actually spent it yet, or have we done that yet? I don't think we did that last time.
have not.
Okay.
Nope.
How much cred would y'all like to stake? 2.
Has me and GB sit here and think, because I'm pretty sure we both only have 2.
I have 3 and I'm going to 1.
Okay.
I'm putting in the 2, going for it. Go for broke.
Go big or go home.
Now,
friends.
what happens at the beginning if you don't, if you can't stake cred? What do you do?
So the
Like, what if I
fiction
did,
is,
like, what if I lose it and then I don't have any next time?
if you run out of cred, you have no way to get cred at that point, and so you're at the mercy of the corporations. Basically, you have to beg somebody for help. One of your fellow members could spot you the cred if you wanted it, but cred is more of an abstraction. It's not actually like the amount of money you have. It's your value. So if you run out of cred, if you stake everything you have and you lose it on the job, then you're in a tough spot.
Okay, well, I'm not a coward, so I'll do 2.
Okay.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah. No, in the fiction, you would have to, because nobody's going to want to give you a job that you can't stake money on, that you can't put your own finances towards.
The gig economy sucks.
It does. Yeah.
Okey-doke. Good to know.
All right. So yeah, so staking cred. Everybody stakes 2. We don't have to advance the action clock. You could stake more than that if you want to. We'll go through this every time, and I'm going to tempt you guys one of these days to gamble a little bit more.
Except I literally can't.
Yeah, well, those of you that can't.
Couldn't. Won't.
Sell my kidney or something. Can I take a harm to sell my organs and get more money? Do you want to think about it?
If you lose 1 meat out of it.
Nope. For a kidney.
I'm just saying, you can't take aspirin. You can't drink. There's all kinds of rules.
It's already established in the fiction that Swin is totally in the black market for organs as well.
Yeah.
Throwing that out there.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to selling your organs for cred.
I mean, not right before a heist, but
My question is that what you want to do right now?
no, it was just
Okay.
a thought that I had, and it was gonna stay in my brain. I didn't
Well, if
say
they
it.
Okay.
have to kick you guys out of your apartments and start renting them.
Ooh. You should
It's
take that
actually-
hustling move there,
That's actually a good
Klaxon.
idea.
That way you can rent out the apartments. Just saying.
I do have a move I need to take, and I'm 3 away from another one.
I was about to say, or, at this rate, I'll have, leveled up about 80 times, so maybe I can take it for you, no big deal.
You can be our landlord.
Impulse isn't failing right now. She's grinding.
That's it. That's what it is. Should we do a heist?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
can
this
I-
is
Yes,
your guys'
please.
thing right now. What do you guys want to do?
Can I do some research? Because we
You
didn't
can.
get much.
No, you
Okay.
didn't. Yeah, you guys really botched that roll. So you didn't get much with
And- I have a new move where if I research a topic in the Matrix, I get extra stuff if I do good.
Okay.
So,
What do you think you're looking into right now specifically?
I'm gonna look into the train, I suppose, and like how secure it might be, or what we could expect, and that sort of thing.
So the actual
so-
method of transport. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm assuming I need to roll to jack in,
So
or do
you're
I?
gonna-
If I'm just like in the Matrix, do I need a jack in?
No, I've been interpreting it mostly in order to that role is mostly like if you're under pressure and there's some reason you can log on to your own computer and and do that. You don't need to.
Yeah, I
you don't need to
figured.
roll. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be in the Matrix, and I'm going to research a topic and roll mind,
Okay.
which is right there. Ten.
10. All right.
All right, and on a 10 plus, I get, hold on, with this move, I get to always ask a follow-up question, and I get to take an additional intel, so I get 2 intel.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So you always get to ask an additional follow-up question, even if you fail, or is that you get to ask another follow-up question in addition to what?
Yeah, it says when you research a topic in the Matrix, you may always ask a follow-up question. On a 10 plus, take an additional intel.
Okay, so even if you failed, you'd get to ask a question or a follow-up question. So you'll get your question, follow-up question, and you get 2 intel now. Cool.
Cool.
So what is your first question?
First question is, what's a good question? What do we want to know?
Can we get like the layout of the train?
Sure.
Like the general layout of this model of train? I don't know.
Yeah, I can ask, make it easier, I suppose. I can ask which car of the train are the skins we're needing to heist? Or is it the whole train? Do we need to heist an entire train?
We're taking the whole thing.
Significantly more complicated.
Maybe.
So
we'll take it all. Thanks. Wrap it up.
Which car of the train are the skins we need?
So, where, like, to kind of refine this, where is the cargo that you're looking for located?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let me. I'm going to give you guys a. No, I'm not going to give you guys information. I keep getting too generous, and I give you guys information that you don't ask for. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm only going to give you the information that you asked for. So, where is it located? You find the model of the train. It is an ultra high-speed transport line that is used to move cargo, transport, all sorts of like things from across the country. You locate the line, and you've probably been given, like I said, she didn't give you a lot of information. She at least told you what you were stealing. So you do find getting into the like the manifests for the planned shipments coming throughout the week. You do locate the car that's going to be that these skins are going to be transported in. So you locate their tracking number on the manifest and their car. It's somewhere near the middle of the train, but they're in a car on their own. Looks like they've been rented out specifically for transporting this.
Okay. And then my follow-up question would be...
I always forget, is there a security question? Like what kind of security?
Yeah, how
There
secure
is,
is it?
how secure is it? I was going between that and who is the cargo most valuable to?
So both good questions.
What do you guys think?
I'd say security just for like step-by-step purposes.
Yeah, so how
Yeah.
secure is the cargo?
Okay. As far as short answer, very. Longer answer, the most of the security personnel would be present when the cargo at the stop points or the checkpoints where the cargo is loaded and unloaded, which are in the cities. The line runs through a few major cities across the country, and they are the most of the security would be when the cargo is actually unloaded and loaded onto the train. Between those stops on the train itself, pretty minimal security. Probably a couple of officers that are kind of stationed on the train, security personnel there. There would be some alarms and things like that for if the cargo's moved. Most of the security from stop to stop comes from the speed of the train. It was about 700 miles an hour. just below Mach 1, I think. It's yeah, it moves very, very quickly.
So what I'm hearing is we need to disguise ourselves as security on the train.
I was about to say the same thing.
Does your train need security? Hire us! Yeah.
We say they've beefed up security. Get our names on the manifest or whatever. There's probably more of us than there are them.
Is it only a cargo train? Is it also possibly partially passenger train as well? Because if it's also a passenger train, maybe we just book a ticket.
There's a line between me not wanting to give you guys information, make you roll for things, and also like this seems so obvious that I don't know why rolling would matter.
Okay.
It is a cargo transport only, no passengers.
Oh, we could all be dead. Just, you know, load ourselves in as dead people. Surprise! Pop out of the coffins and do what we need to do.
That's incredibly dark, Klax. I kind of love it.
Just say it.
Why don't we look into more of what else is getting transported and see maybe if there's an inn anywhere in there? Because yeah, I mean, if they're transporting dead bodies, like, why not?
Yeah, we could probably look into what else is gonna be on the train. I mean, it can't all be skins.
That would be a lot of skins.
What if we disguised ourselves as skins?
I agree.
Then we'd all have to be naked, so that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, but then we couldn't have any of our weapons or anything.
Oh, fair point. Okay.
Just putting that out there.
No, fair enough.
True. Well, if they're renting out the cars to different people, let's see what else is on there.
Yeah.
We could be naked and send a box full of our stuff as cargo.
Is anyone really that invested in us being naked? I'm getting that vibe, and like, I mean, I'm all about it, but I don't know. It doesn't.
I mean, if
really
we could
feel...
be the skins.
Oh, for skins. Okay, gotcha. Just got a little confused there.
So, do you want me to like look into what else is on the train?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I mean, I can kind of take a peek around too, see if anyone's kind of talking.
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure. Let's see.
Okay, so you want to roll something first, Impulse?
Yeah. I have something that allows me to roll style if I go to one of my already created sources.
Okay.
Or I could just create another source. I mean,
you could declare contact, because that is in play now. We have a list of about 20 contacts that you can choose from. Should I run down the list?
I'm pretty sure one of them is
I was
mine.
gonna say probably at least one of them. Sure, yeah. I mean, I've got all of my exes.
Yeah.
All my exes live in San Angeles.
And you got one of mine.
Yeah. I have Mouse on there as well.
My full list of contacts at this point, because I feel like I should just go down it. Dr. Mallory Caro, Darla Kane, Scooter, Phoebus, Explicit, Renata Jordan, Dave, Chaz Mumford, Gemma Bolton, Lance Kensington, Ethel, Dr. Trent, Dr. Gill, Dr. Zell. Why do we have so many doctors, guys?
Dr. Trent isn't actually a doctor, if that helps.
He's like a Dr. Oz doctor. Wait.
Cassandra, Sodom, and Helena.
Who's Dave?
Yeah, who the fuck is Dave?
Hey, chat, if you remember who Dave is, please tell
I have
us.
Dave, shitty Aries Aegis manager.
Wait,
The fuck's Dave? Guys, that one's not me. I'm sorry. It's not me. I don't.
that
I don't.
the
I
Sounds
don't
like
know
it
it.
should be me, but I.
No. Wait, Dave was when we were. Dave is a made-up person. Well, they're all made-up people.
They're all
Dave,
made-up
I don't-
people.
Dave, I don't think was an actual contact though. Dave was when. Do you remember we were breaking into the place? We were gonna steal the body.
Mhm.
And all of that shit kept going down, and we kept shitting on Dave about how bad of a man
right.
he was.
Oh yes,
I don't
that's
think
Dave.
that's an actual contact.
That's Dave.
I
It's
think
an
that was
actual
us
person
being
now. He's an
Okay.
actual contact. You've spoken
Oh
with this
my God.
person.
We
He's
can call up
Dave.
Dave.
We just kept being like, "Fuck you, Dave."
Those are the Daves I know.
Okay, who of them, who of any of those were actually affiliated with Aries Aegis?
Dave.
Renata is.
Renata is.
They run
Dave
security for them.
is.
Would she talk to me?
Maybe.
Probably.
She's also the
I'm
one that I
mostly.
saw in the bar talking to Miss Scarlet that one time.
Mhm.
Yeah, she might.
Do you want to set up like an introduction?
No.
Will you anyway? Come on, I can really
Yes.
grill her. See if I can get something.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Fine.
Was she cute?
It's not the word I'd use.
Oh, well, fair enough. Well, great. But,
I mean, she's bigger than me, so I wouldn't. Seriously, I wouldn't use that word.
right. Would she respond better to an impulse or merely? What do you think?
I don't think Marilee's really her type.
Impulse it is. All right. Well, let's go.
Okay. So you go. Renata hangs out at the chasm.
Mm-hmm.
The bar / fighting.
I don't know
Dead.
that Impulse will like this bar very much.
She's been there. She's
Very
been there.
briefly.
You were there for the
Like
fight.
once.
Yeah. So did
That was
I
a
add any pump
Yeah, she
music to
wasn't even
this?
in the bar.
I don't think I did, but we'll just go with this. This works for club music. All right, you head into the chasm. You've been told to meet. I assume Choke, you've set up this meeting between Renata and Impulse. You head over to the bar. It's pretty empty right now. Probably like 50 people or so in there. Mostly sitting at tables talking. There's probably like a fight, a non-promoted fight that is happening in there right now between two nobodies, just like punching the crap out of each other at the
Amateurs.
bottom of the chasm there. Choke, are you there right now, or is it just Impulse?
I probably would have gone
Okay.
to supervise.
Okay, so Choke and Impulse do this, and then we'll get into what Clarity and Klaxon do. In the meantime, you guys, you scan the bar quick. A few people getting nods to you, Choke, knowing you. It's a rougher crowd here. It's not, not a high-end establishment. However, currently leaning up against the railing, looking out over the fight and kind of like yelling down, looking like exasperated, you see Renata, who we've described before as a beefier Michelle Rodriguez. Is
Very
kind of what-
large, beefy Michelle Rodriguez.
yeah. Half her head shaved, long black hair, was sort of tied at the end to put it over her shoulder. She's got dermal plating on the side of her face and one cybernetic eye. As you approach, she's got a beer in hand. It's just very broad shoulders. I think just wearing like leather pants and just a black sports bra, just shredded abs.
That's her.
Good.
her leather
Right.
jacket thrown over the back of her chair. She gives a nod. She says, Chuck.
Hey,
It's good to see you. This is your friend you were telling me about.
yeah. Impulse. Ren, Impulse.
Pleasure.
Renata. Pleasure to meet you.
Sit, please.
She sits and motions for you to sit the same. She finishes her beer and calls over to one of the service bots to bring her another.
Impulse like climbs up onto the bar stool, and her legs should be like dangling, but her heels are so tall that they touch the floor.
So, looking for more work, or what's new?
We more had some shop talk for you, I think. Have you heard of a particular bullet train of sorts known for shipping cargo?
It's a very broad topic.
Rattle off exactly which one it is.
Yeah, I don't think we've given it a name yet, have we? You
Let's name a train.
guys want to call this transport line?
Mr. Transport.
Nope. Not doing that.
Damn it, Sammy! You beat me to it!
Not doing that. Veto. I'm using my one veto that I get per game to veto that one.
Hey.
Mrs. Trans.
Oh god.
Damn it!
I'm vetoing the transport family.
Sonic train lines. Gotta go fast.
All right.
Morgan's really laughing. I don't think it was that funny.
Is that what we want to go with? Sonic transport.
I thought it was really funny.
Okay.
It made Morgan happy. Yes, let's
All right,
do it.
fine.
Thank you.
Sonic transport. All their trains are
Why
blue.
do you people keep letting me?
All right.
This is why on Sundays I go, I don't know what's it called. Because everything would be called Mr. Convenience and Mr. Transport and Mr. Library. Like,
I'm going to start naming it. When you ask for names, that's what I'm going to start throwing at you. All right.
Bet.
She says, right. Yes, I'm familiar with it.
We were just wondering what sort of cargo is generally rented out. In your expert opinion, of course.
It's not really my area of specialty.
I'm sure you have some idea.
What is it
What
you're
is she
looking for?
drinking? 2 more. Thank you.
What is it you're looking for?
Well, do you want the truth or do you want the fun version?
I don't know. I think the truth's kind of fun.
Now I'm interested.
There's a particular shipment that we are interested in, and we are wondering what other particular shipments there might be to facilitate that on our behalf. Told you it was fun.
Chuck, this is a job of yours.
Yeah.
You might expect this from. Your friend here is too cute to be getting involved in things like this.
Don't start.
What?
You may have misjudged me. Don't worry, most people do.
You'll have to give me the opportunity to learn differently.
Absolutely. What do we say next Friday? Gives us time to get the job done, of course.
Go to make your roll.
Come on. No. Fuck you, roll 20 on 2 dice. Much better. So 5 and a 4 plus 2. That's an 11.
All right. So what is the roll that you're doing there?
It is basically like a research role. So if
Okay.
I pump a reliable source for information, I can roll style instead of mind and basically treat it as a research role.
Okay. So. All right.
Let's say.
She smiles and she says, "All right, I like your style. Friday then. What do you need to know?"
All right. Trying to finagle one of these. I guess, like, what is the relationship between the company that's renting out the skins and the rest of the train? Like, what else is being rented out?
Okay. Do you want to know here the two questions that you're kind of leaning towards there? So we're sort of straddling a line,
Yeah.
and you get a question, you get a follow-up question with the research
Yes.
roll. So you're either asking what company is the one that's shipping these skins, or what are the other things that are being shipped on this train?
Can I ask one as the question and one as the follow-up question?
Yeah, I'd say that. I want to make sure those are the two questions, though. So which one do you want to know first? Because if you want to change your follow-up question, you can once you know the first one.
Let's say what else is being shipped on the train.
Okay. She, so you ask her what is being shipped on the train, and, she says, "What day were you asking for specifically?"
Name the day.
Give me a second. She pulls up her data pad, hits a few buttons on it. You see her cybernetics light up for a second. There's a moment of pause. She says, "Yeah, it's me. Right. Sonic Transport on Thursday. Do we have anyone working that shift?" Right. Send me the manifest logs. Yeah, I need to check something. Alright. Thanks. Eyes
That
stop
was a
and
lovely shade of blue, by the way.
she smiles but doesn't say anything, and then pulls up her data pad again, begins reading off something. Looks like a few things been going on that line throughout that day. The time you're asking. Shipment of looks like circuit boards for a supercomputer of some kind. I'm not really sure there. Some tech bullshit. Shipment of skins. Looks like some vehicles.
What kind of vehicles?
some rich asshole importing some sort of car from overseas.
And they're renting out the entire car?
Looks like it.
For the one car. Sort of leans over to Choke. I wonder how easy it would be for Claire to maybe add on like a flashy motorcycle onto that as well. You know, something boxed up appropriately for transport.
Unless we could fit the Tortuga.
Even better.
You hide inside.
I'm going to pretend that I'm not hearing anything that you're saying. Is there anything else you need to know?
Out of character, do we want to know more about who's actually rented out for the skins, or do we want to go another avenue? What do y'all think?
I mean, I want to know.
I really want to know too, goddammit, but but is it the most relevant information for us right now? I don't know. But I kind of just want to know anyway.
I don't know. I mean, it might help us know what we're walking into. Since we super don't right now. That's gonna give us a sense of the fallout. If it goes bad.
Yeah, because watch it be catechism. Yeah. Let's know who's renting out for the skins.
She flips through the data again. It says, looks like the job was requisitioned or paid for through a few shell companies, but I recognize the names. Right, IDIS.
Very interesting.
I don't know who specifically. Like I said, it was paid for through some subsidiary. Probably trying to keep something off the books.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You're a clever one, too.
I have a few tricks.
I bet you do. Well, I mean, unless we can get you another drink, I think that's all we needed. Choke?
No. Just wish I knew all it took was taking you on a date. I killed someone last time I got information from you.
Sometimes, well, you've always had a problem with subtlety.
I don't think being straightforward's a problem.
I've always enjoyed it.
It was lovely to meet you, Renata. And, I'll see you next Friday.
It's a pleasure meeting you as well. Choke, will I see you between now and then?
Yeah, if you want.
I'm here pretty much all week.
Okay.
Try not
pleasure
to
shooting.
climb off of the stool because it is still very high.
Enjoy your day.
You too. Well, that was successful.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You okay?
Yeah. What?
You just seem even quieter than usual.
It's a long story.
We have time. You're gonna make me walk back home in these.
I think there's some details there you don't want to know. Well, that might not be true.
I want to know all details all the time. Spill.
Later.
I'm holding you to that. This is huge. What? Tell me right now.
Nothing. Just. It's nothing. Just hook up sometimes.
What does sometimes mean? And when was the last time?
Don't know. A couple of months ago.
Wow, I don't mean to encroach on territory. I mean, that's like
No,
super recent.
no, it's not. It's not like that.
What's it like then?
For you, dangerous probably.
For you? You really like her.
No. No.
You're lying.
I'm not gonna sit here and give you every detail of my sex life, okay?
One day. Fine. But again, if you don't want me to, I won't.
No, I don't care. She's just.
Do you actually not care, or are you
No,
just saying that?
I don't care. She's just. Look, when you're as big as I am, it's hard to find people bigger than you. That's all I'm gonna say. But you should know what you're walking into.
I could kind of tell as soon as we came in the door, but I appreciate it. Thanks.
Why do I talk to you?
Because you can't stop yourself.
Apparently.
The two of you walk back to the workshop. Klaxon and Clarity, while they've been gone on their research, what would you guys like to do?
You got something?
No.
Okay, well then I will declare a contact.
Okay.
Wembley. Spell it however you want, because I don't care. I'm
Okay.
dyslexic. His real name is Craig Wembley, but again, military, so just always known him as Wembley. He was never cool enough to get like some kind of weird call sign or whatever. He is a train nut.
Like he's got model trains in his basement, or like he's
train spotting. You know, it's just goes on drives because he knows that a certain train will be coming by somewhere. Train spotting, like for reals.
Yeah. Which is super fun when they move 700 miles an hour.
Dude, just saying. You have high speed.
Yeah.
You have high-speed cameras. You digitize it.
Yeah. No, I love it. I love it. Okay, sure. You giving Wembley a call, or are you meeting him for a drink, or?
I think what I'll do is I'll show up where him and some other train spotters are at. I'll like go there to try to talk to them and like as a group try to get some info out of them. And
Okay.
Klaxon sucks at this. He's so awkward, but these guys are even more awkward, which is going to make it more awkward and on a whole.
Perfect. So yeah, you do find it's like just on like the outskirts of the city where these because these trains don't run through the city because they make too much noise, and they're be too dangerous even for mega corporations. It's a lot of liability.
One derailment.
Yeah. Well, so they're near the lines, and there's actually So they run on these, well, like high-speed rail lines, are just like the circular metal like piping that runs like from the city. It kind of looks like a I don't want to describe this. You can see the depot where they come in at over off of where did I set this? The East Industrial Arcology, on the eastern side of the city. Obviously, it's this big, massive word I'm looking for, can't remember it. Big, massive industrial building, and you can see all of these lines coming out from it, kind of spider webbing away, and you just watch as these trains move through, just like zoo, 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 just like one after another, like back and forth, going impossibly fast towards the line, or towards this depot. It's not as loud at this distance as you would expect it to be. There's some noise dampening technology that goes into it, but even still, you're about a quarter mile away, and it's just this constant like whooshing noise as these trains go running off into the distance. I would say, yeah, they do. They're sitting there like somebody has like a camera set up there, like a tripod, and is getting like some getting the kind of junction point where you're seeing them moving in and out of, and as you approach, you see Wembley. I'm gonna move this back to our less intense music there. You see Wembley currently leaning on the hood of some sort of rusted up car. And they have like a cooler on the ground that they're all drinking out of, but it's not alcohol because they have to drive out of here. It's soda, and he looks back and sees you and comes walking over. He's wearing some like coveralls, and it's got like a flannel shirt underneath, and says, "I don't want him to sound." Oh, hey, Klax.
Hey, Wimbles, what's up? And I give him the old, handshake.
How's it going?
Good. Got a train question, and I figured you're the man.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I know a couple, well, yeah, I mean, you came here for a reason, so yeah. Boys and I were just watching, doing some train spotting. You want to hang out with us and we can answer your questions?
Sure, that'd be fantastic. And Klaxon's trying to be cool, but it's just not coming across.
Right. Cool. Do you want anything to drink?
No, I brought a sixer, and he's literally got whatever he picked up from beer across from Mr. Convenience on his way out. He figured he'd bring it along, and then he like jams it in the ice and sees that it's all soda, and he's like, just help yourself, fellas.
A couple of the other ones kind of like look at it and take another drink of their Coke C. I don't know what the name of the soda is now. Yeah, they
it's just CZ now, just CZ. They just got rid of all the other letters.
CZ, yeah. And just come on, thanks. And goes back towards watching the train. A couple of them like adjusting and like messing with the settings on the camera. So what do you know?
Well, I just train questions.
Right.
Klaxon doesn't laugh. I laugh. Just train questions. I want to know about and then he'll like rattle off the model numbers and stuff that off the info that Clarity already got about like you know how fast they move. He'll ask, well, how quick stuff like how quick can you get cargo on these things? How do they open up?
Okay, let's go ahead and roll your what are we gonna call this? I don't know if this would be hit the street or research. Let's do it as a hit the street roll, and I'll let you ask questions from. We'll see. We'll treat it like a.
All right, and I parked the Tortuga around the block and just walked up because that would give me a bigger minus to this number. So for not being cool.
Yeah, right.
So, oh, dang. I always forget there's a second menu. Yep, there it is.
So it's a 5?
Yep.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. What's your question?
Basically, you know, about the cars, how they open up, or how fast or quick they can get cargo in. How do they get it in and out?
Okay. Yeah, he says he Wembley kind of sits from and says, right. Yeah, so most of it's automated. Usually the resupply time is about 20 minutes.
So to completely load or unload a car?
The entire line, yeah. Like I said, it's automated, so it's mostly bots doing the work.
And how fast do these lines usually move?
Well, it depends. So the model number, the part of the Gamma series that you're referencing with the serial number, they've been clocking since they redone the lines and added some the new thrusters. I mean, over 700 miles an hour at this point. You see the series before that, they capped out around 680. But they obviously, with the recent developments in the Gamma series, they added some extra aerodynamic sort of vectors to it that have increased some of the propulsion capabilities of it and given it that extra bit of zip. It's pretty interesting. So currently that information is proprietary and it's held by a lesser grade. Just keeps going on and on about it.
And can we flavor this that like that's the weirdness that happens? The failure is that Klaxon just kind of is like, oh, some vector thrusters, you say? Well, those are the models, and just like totally gets into it and gets no good information. It's all now he knows more about trains, but nothing specific to the mission.
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, I'm advancing the legwork clock as you failed, and there's some other stuff we can flavor in there. You are having this conversation with a group of people, or in front of a group of people, and asking some very in-depth questions about the train line. But yeah, I mean, you learn a little bit. The loading and unloading time is that's answering your question. It takes about 20 minutes once the train enters the depot for them to unload all the cargo, reload whatever is going to be needing to go to the next stop. So
yeah, like I said, I think that he wastes an afternoon talking tech bits with the nerds, with the train nerds, and just went down that rabbit hole far too deep, and you know, his brain just got overloaded, and there was just nothing that other than that little bit that he comes home with.
Perfect.
I'm good with that.
All right, we got a new contact. Clarity, was there anything you wanted to do?
I'm trying to think, because I'm assuming that at the very least they messaged Clarity about IDAs and stuff.
Yeah. We'll send out as soon as we get that info.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just curious as if they're just like replacing their actors with new skins every time they're doing a new season or something. That's where my mind went. Let's see. Just making them star in shows and movies forever. Oh god. Nothing's coming to mind to do right now.
If you want to look into more details on the skins, you can do that. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm kind of curious. I think Clarity's curious, and I'm curious. So would that be a research roll again?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do research.
Okay. We'll do that in the Matrix again. That's another 10.
Damn.
So I got
Killing it.
2 more intel. And I get to
I
ask
am
a question, a follow-up
Perfectly
question.
all right if we have just siphoned all of the good juju toward Morgan. I am okay with this. I am 100% okay with this.
I guess my question is, what are they doing with those skins?
Okay. So you want to know, so your question is like, who are they for, or kind of what
Yeah.
the purpose is. Okay. I'm gonna give you, so here's the information that you get. So you're looking at the details on like the requisition form. Kind of you dig a little deeper, hacking in, you get in clean, no issues, and you find the some additional information on the shipment. So there are 6 pods that are being shipped with this this cargo, 6 skins. They are fairly large, larger than actually you would expect for transporting just a human body, and the weight is a little higher. Like the specs for it are a little bit bigger. They don't have names on them specifically, but there are initials that are included. One of them is DD, another one is TB, another one is PC, and then there are 2 that are MM.
Really?
Yep.
2 are MM.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds frightening. Oh no. That's terrible. I hate that.
One more time. So 2 MMs.
There's a
Okay.
DD in there.
A DD. Okay.
2 M's. DD.
Mhm.
TB.
Okay.
PC. Is that 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes.
GD.
As in, God damn it, Sean, why would you do this to us?
Oh man, I hate that. I don't like that at all. Oh no. Okay. Fun. Exciting. Great.
I don't know what you guys are talking
Sounds-
about. I just gave you initials. You guys are reading into this whatever you want. Those initials could mean anything.
You literally just Freudian slipped and said mini, god damn it.
Amazing. Okay, I guess I'll look at the follow-up questions. Do we know who employed us?
You don't know who employed you. No.
Okay. And the train is an Ares Aegis train? Or is this a Sonic train?
It's just a Sonic train. Yeah, it's just a yeah. The company that owns the transport line is not Ares Aegis. It's an independent like transport company. Works through a bunch of the corporations, but Ares Aegis does probably handle the installation and of some of the security systems and employs the personnel that are contracted to work security there.
Be on the train.
Yeah.
Guess my follow-up question.
Chat would just like the follow-up question to be, why?
That's a good follow-up question.
Because I can, and I said I would. You guys didn't think I would, so I did.
That's horrifying. Okay. I kind of want to ask, what is the relationship between IDIS and Ares Aegis? If Ares Aegis is security for this train.
Okay.
How are those two corporations getting along?
Okay. Based on your knowledge and looking at like, yeah, so Ares Aegis is contracted through many companies to handle handle security and security needs for those companies. As far as like specifically the relationship for this, they have hired some additional personnel to help to aid with the security of transporting these skins. A couple more than some of the other, definitely more than most of the other cargo has employed. However, it does not appear that IDIS has, based on the information that you're finding and the data that you pull, you do not see a point where IDIS has revealed the nature of the shipment to Ares Aegis. So while they are contracting them for this job, it seems like they still continue to keep them at arm's length, and not letting them know too much about the nature of the cargo. So there's a natural distrust between most of these corporations. They need each other. They don't trust each other.
Okay. That's fun and cool and interesting and just not horrifying at all.
All right.
That was fine. Clearly not weirded out in any way.
Well, we'll come see the fallout of all of this. I think we're going to go and take our break there, and we'll come back. You guys have all done this research. We'll come back to the plan formulation, which I think is what we're going to be getting into next, and we'll see what we do from there. So everybody hang out. We'll be back in a few minutes. I was thinking of a Disney pun, couldn't think of one. See you guys real soon. Bye-bye. Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for hanging out with us on our break. We're gonna jump right back into it. So you guys have, my players have deduced the clever puzzle that I placed before them during the break. I figured out the initials. This anagram, it's not an anagram, they're just initials for the characters or for the skins. Somebody want to read off what your guys' guesses are for the
We all have food in our mouths.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Tinkerbell, Princess Cinderella, and Goofy Dog.
And I imagine just the four of you sitting around the conference table after having shared this information. Haunted looks in your eyes.
He's just like, I have terrible news. It's how she greeted them when they all came back. Just, I have terrible news.
What? What happened?
You know how IDs in their parks and stuff, they have like mascots and princesses and things.
Oh yeah, in the big suits. Oh, that's just fucking terrifying.
Yeah, except they're not suits. They're skins.
What you talking about, Clarity?
I was like just looking at stuff, just like curious, like about what we were doing and what the skins were. And they were initialed, and they're kind of heavier than normal human bodies. They're kind of bigger than the average human body, and yeah.
Are you telling me it's fucking Kingdom Hearts?
It is fucking Kingdom Hearts.
No. No, this isn't possible.
Yeah.
I am not stealing a 7-foot-tall Mickey Mouse. I'm not doing it.
I mean, maybe I just read it wrong. And maybe I'm just reading too much into it, and it's just another MM and MM and DD.
No, Clarity. You are extremely intelligent as ever. I'm pretty sure you're right.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be heisting. I'm not really sure who would want those. Maybe they just want to screw over IDs. I don't know, but I'm a little concerned about who would want those. Just a little bit. Because based off of all of our reactions, I don't think many people want those.
You know what? It's a job. We get them, that's it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and because they're so big, we should probably think about how we're going to transport them off of the train.
Right. Okay. Well, we were thinking about that as well. So, apparently there's just some rich asshole that's rented an entire car just to transport like one car. So maybe we can change the manifest to say that it's more than that. That gets us on at least.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
But then, yeah, how do we get them off the train?
Yeah, could the Tortuga fit all of them?
You're muted.
My mute discipline has been all off today. It wouldn't be a problem getting them on unless there's a bunch of equipment that goes with them. I mean, if we just took the skins themselves.
You're saying we have
take
to
them out of the
open them?
pod?
I mean, how are we going to move the pods? Unless
Okay,
we steal.
I was okay with this if they were just like in a box and I didn't have to look at them, but you're telling me we have to like actually touch them and pick them up?
Don't they have to be in the pods though?
Hell if I know.
I mean, they're organic. Won't they die?
Again, don't know anything about cloning.
Or in this case, I guess it's not necessarily cloning so much as just playing God.
What a dark, demented god.
You guys are gonna make me
Yeah,
blush.
could you imagine if we didn't figure this out beforehand and just had to get in there and...
That's what I was hoping for so much.
You know, any mission can fail. I mean, whew, damn, I'm playing that.
Do we know enough about skins to know if they need to stay in the pods or not?
Probably need to research exactly the.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go on my computer because I have many a thing to do.
Mhm.
So first, am I putting the Tortuga on the list on the registry of what's gonna be on the train?
I mean, that would be the easiest way to get them into the Tortuga and then whoosh, zoom away.
And get us into the train too, so we don't have to sew all new security uniforms.
Yep.
That would be fine.
Is part
Okay.
of security gonna be like, I don't know, looking for people inside of the cargo? Like, are they gonna scan through and like look for heartbeats, that sort of thing?
Burn
Good
one bridge
question.
as we come to it.
Bring that bridge when we come to it. Okay, so I guess my first thing to do is to get the Tortuga on the train.
Okay. What's your guys' game plan for that? So you know that there's another vehicle that's scheduled to be delivered and loaded up onto the train. So you guys are essentially taking that one off the manifest and then putting the Tortuga on with the plan on somebody delivering the Tortuga to the transport company.
Yeah, where are we gonna end up on this train?
The train is going to New Texas Metro, which is about a little over 700 miles away. About an hour.
Oh, good, we have an hour. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna get the Tortuga on the train, hide us. I'm sure we can figure out gear to cloak ourselves, or like heat signatures or something. Maybe we should have off like security uniforms just in case that when we get off the Tortuga, if we're walking around to get to it, we're not suspicious.
That's a good plan.
Hold on. Hear me out, guys. I know this is gonna sound insane, but why don't we download ourselves into the bodies?
Excuse me, what?
I mean, just literally, we'd get up and walk out.
Would we be able to get back?
There's not enough of us.
Well, we could download into the body, walk to the Tortuga, download out, and download into the next one, and then just move them in. And then whoever we end up in the last, they could fly us out. We'd never actually physically have to have our bodies on the train.
This is the worst idea
the way my
ever,
brain
but
works.
it's also
It's actually
very smart.
not. Stealing a body and putting it in the freezer was the worst idea.
And it's still there. There's some frostburn on the on the body at this point. It's getting ripe.
If
We
we're gonna do
could-
that, we have to figure out if they need to stay in the pods. If we can take them out. God, I fucking hate that I'm going to bat for this plan.
Just clarification. Are we able to get back into our actual bodies afterwards?
So I guess I should research that.
This might be some good research, yeah.
Okay. should I do the
Do they
research?
do they have to stay in the pods? One.
Yeah. And then can we transfer transfer back to our bodies after. Oh man.
And how quickly can we do that? Because if there's 6 and there's only 4 of us, someone's gonna have to pull double duty.
Or I mean, if we if we do have to take pods, we could take 2 pods with the 4 of us in bodies.
I could also stay behind to make sure the uploading is happening, and then you all just do it twice. This is horrible. I hate this.
What have we done? What have we
roll
done?
Research.
Dawn, are you happy?
Oh, Briggs.
I'll admit,
Okay.
I hadn't thought about this when I set up this mission. That thought that Klaxon put out popped into my head about 5 minutes ago. I was like, they won't go there. And then and like I had willed it into existence, he said it.
Like,
I was like,
GB
fuck.
does. He says the thing we're all thinking but don't want to say.
Okay, so yeah, research roll, and yeah, Clarity, do you wanna roll it?
I guess I'll roll the research. Oof. That's a 5.
Yikes.
I get experience.
You do have the thing where if you get to ask a follow-up question regardless, though, right?
That's true, yes. So yeah, I still get my question answered, and I still get to ask a follow-up question.
Okay, but I get to make a move, which I am going to advance the legwork clock as my move. So
the question
you
is,
okay, first
do
question.
the skins have to stay in the pods?
So the way skins are usually designed is they are fully developed bodies. So they still have autonomic bodily functions. So they'll breathe and their heart beats and things like that, but they're essentially brain dead. They can survive outside. The pods essentially provide a semblance of like a stasis for them. Once you pop the top on the pods, freshness begins to decline. They essentially at that point they would need nourishment, water, and food like any other body. So they could probably survive outside for, a couple days before you would need like an IV bag and, or other supplements to nourish them. So there's some high tech, like I said, like some stasis tech that goes into the pods themselves that help keep the bodies fresh for longer.
And then
yeah.
Okay, so it's possible. It's just may not necessarily be the best option, but if we need to, we can.
Yeah, it would be an option. I think you can get a lot of information from your employer. You know that the actual like stasis pods for the skins are pretty pricey. Not nearly as pricey as the skins themselves. So your employer might be a little peeved that they're going to have to go get the pods to keep the skins in, to keep them from aging, and keep from having to, to keep them viable. But you would have fulfilled the terms of your contract. So yes, that is an option to take them out.
Okay, and then if we transferred our consciousnesses into them, would we be able to transfer back?
Okay, so a couple of things there. In order to transfer a consciousness between a skin, between a body or between skins, you have to have a special cybernetic implant that allows you to do it, like a neural implant. Those of you that have neural implants would essentially need an upgrade for essentially consciousness storage. Those of you that don't, like Choke, would need to get one.
Doesn't the Tortuga have like a hatch or something like that? Okay.
5 hatches.
5 hatches. Okay. I'm like thinking about if we would be able to fit the pods in the Tortuga. Be really nice if we had teleportation.
How many pods is there?
6.
6.
Ooh, that'd be tight.
To finish answering your first question, you could transfer back. You can transfer between. You gather that's probably how they do things with the app performers anyway, as they transfer them into the skin when they're working during that day, and they transfer back at the end of the day.
Oh, so they're not trapped in the flesh prison of Mickey Mouse for their entire life.
Forever. No.
That's like slightly less horrifying.
Okay, I was picturing them like transferring their workers into there forever, and then they're just
Forever.
Mickey Mouse until that flesh suit ages, and then they take them out back and get a new one.
Trapped in a flesh prison is just nom nom nom. Mwah. Just amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, no, corporate morality is low as it is. They'd have a hard time. They need the workers to be at least somewhat happy to put on that persona. You're imagining that there's a lot of tech that I've theorized that goes into actually creating the Mickey Mouse flesh prison that we don't have to get into right now. But suffice it to say, yes, they don't trap them in there forever.
Okay. Good to know. If we didn't all leave in the Tortuga, like if we all came in the Tortuga but didn't all leave in the Tortuga, would we be able to fit all the pods in the Tortuga?
You probably could not fit all of the pods in the Tortuga. I would say it's fairly big, maybe 3, like inside. The Tinkerbell and the Princess Cinderella pods aren't as big as the others. So maybe 4 if you're doing the 2 of those. The Tortuga does have a lift capacity though. You could potentially like lift them if you tethered them to the Tortuga somehow.
Unless we took them out.
Or you take them out.
Yeah.
If Mickey
so
Mouse
like,
is piloting the Tortuga, then you could fit the rest of the pack.
If we want to do both of these plans, the 3 of you are capable of getting into him, right? Put me in the Tortuga, I'll fucking drive him out.
It's gonna cost some cred to get upgraded to be able to do that.
we're a little broke.
Yeah.
I mean, if we keep as many as we can in the pods and then take some of them out just for transporting, they probably won't be as upset if we at least have some of them still in the pods.
Well, I can't get the pods, but I can get enough gear to sort of keep them fresh.
We could also see, maybe we can borrow someone's truck. Maybe we could get like a truck.
Instead of just switching out the Tortuga for whatever this rich asshole's car is, get multiple vehicles onto the manifest.
Just add
Yeah,
them
or we can steal the rich asshole's car too.
True. I like that.
Change the manifest, just add the Tortuga on, extra vehicle.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, that's a plan.
Let's get some specs on this car.
No one has to be Mickey Mouse.
Thank God.
And hopefully we get a bigger payout if we keep them in the pods.
And hopefully we get a bigger payout by selling the car.
Yeah.
Or keeping it. Then we just have an extra car.
We'll see what it is.
Fair.
Now they
So I want to understand the planet here. So instead of hijacking the
Man, I really wanted to hijack the skins though.
skins,
Fucking dope.
it's still an option. Instead of doing that, the plan is add the Tortuga to the manifest alongside this car that's already in there. Load up the pods, as many pods as you can, into the back of the Tortuga and put whichever ones would remain in the other vehicle and exit the train at some point.
Yeah, we'll get to the getting away part.
Maybe we should talk about that part just a little bit. Like,
Is it not just drive really fast?
Yeah, I was imagining that when the train stopped, we just zoom out of there.
they did mention that the most heavily securityed parts were load and unload. So if we can manage to get them out while the car is moving, like while the train's moving.
What if we
Mach
just
1.
make the train break down?
That's what I was thinking. And then snatch the whole freaking car. Get like a big chopper or lifter. Or a lift drone.
Isn't it going to be easy to find like a whole train car though?
Well, but we transfer them out somewhere.
I don't know if I'm following you.
So we snatch the whole car that the pods are in. We just get somehow we make the train stop somewhere it's not supposed to, the middle of the freaking desert, somewhere in Arizona, New Mexico. And then we fly a drone lifter in and snatch the whole car, whip it off somewhere, get somewhere, transfer it into Tortuga or whatever we need to, and then get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay, and then just leave. I thought like we were getting another train car and like an empty one and trans. I was like,
No.
where are we gonna get
It's
that?
the old bait switch in the train cars.
Okay.
Which one is it?
Just making sure. Okay, got
car,
it.
3-car Monty.
Can we get something that big, or is it easier to just break down the train and then
just drive off.
drive them off? What I'm saying is, we've massively overcomplicated things before.
Before? You mean every time?
No,
It's usually my fault.
no, just once. Just that time we stole the whole body, didn't we?
You know what? Fine. We're using the body in this mission. Somehow. We're gonna throw it onto the tracks. That's what's gonna break down the train. There.
It's a good body. We could probably still like use it somehow.
The train is,
And
I cannot express this enough, moving at 700 miles per hour. Listen, I know I'm not the brains of this operation, but I do know that's a very big number.
My medical opinion, that body is way freezer froze.
It's done.
It's the only
If it was
thing.
chicken, you throw that shit away.
Only thing we could do is drop it from orbit, and the inertia of 32 seconds miles an hour per second for feet per second would the inertia of a frozen body could probably shred through the train.
Okay, we've gone from infiltrating the train as Splinter Cell Mickey
No.
Mouse to steal a spaceship.
We're not.
Fire a frozen body.
We're not.
Hey,
I
you
am
said we
imagining-
had to use the body.
I didn't say shit.
No, Impulse did. Impulse.
I'm imagining at this point we've been planning for so long that we're all just drunk. And we steal a spaceship.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I like the idea of just getting in there with the Tortuga, loading the pods into the Tortuga in the other car, breaking down the train, and zooming off in the opposite direction.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Fine. It's just not as fun.
So, but we can only get 3 pods.
In the Tortuga. But now we
Right.
have the other car.
But
Yeah,
what
can
does
we
the other
put-
car fit?
Yeah, can we
3?
fit any pods in the
Let's
other
get some specs on that car. What kind of car
Alright.
is that?
Okay, damn, what kind of car would it be? So my vision of it was some sort of future Lexus, but that's not really going to help you guys here. And I want this to be fun.
Future Range Rover.
I'm
either
sorry, are we not having fun?
The
either that
Tesla
or
tank did that.
Yeah.
They finally
Yeah.
perfected the Tesla tank.
yeah, that's what it is.
It doesn't shatter when you throw something out its window anymore.
God, you know that motherfucker Elon Musk is still alive somehow.
Skins.
Skins.
Yep, he's Mickey Mouse.
He looks a little bit like the Crypt Keeper, but he's still around.
Okay, yeah, we'll say for the sake of helping your guys' mission here that it'll be a it'll be the Tesla tank Mark 40.
The subtext of that being, for the sake of, please move along.
Okay, so it can also fit about 3.
Yeah, we'll spend an intel for you guys to declare that though. How's that?
Okay. I can spend one of mine.
I did take the new move, storage, and once you have a job, you may look through storage of your accumulated parts and supplies for equipment that might help with the current mission. Roll 10+, gain 3 gear. Roll 7 to 9, gain 1 gear. And there's
Okay.
I mean, if you fail, you got no parts.
Yeah. Yeah, go on a roll.
That's great, because it opens up mine to not just be used on gear.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
awesome.
why I took it. It doesn't tell me what the hell to roll though.
What's the full text of the move again?
Storage here, broadcast. I copied it straight from the thing.
Roll
mind.
mind.
Mind. Okay. Thank you. I just had to read a little bit. Oh, mind, not my strong suit. Mother.
All
I was
right.
so close to Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. You
Well,
got
that-
nice, Jimmy?
Hey, that's another. Look at there.
Hey,
Another
you get
ability.
XP.
You guys are gonna
Yeah,
have so
you-
many levels on me.
You look through your stuff. You make some calls around. Nobody's got anything that can help you with this.
All right.
But you
Don't
make a
got
little bit of noise.
shit.
I'm gonna advance the legwork clock again.
Fucking hate the legwork clock.
I'm starting to think we should just get on the damn train.
You wing it, throw the bodies out with parachutes, or
I've got one hold. If we get on there and we need some shit, I can find it.
I've got an intel too, so maybe we can use that to figure out either how to break down the train or where to break down the train.
Okay. You still need to get the Tortuga on the train. We haven't rolled for that yet.
I also have 3 intel left. 3 intel
Okay.
left.
Okay. So you guys got plenty of intel to
Okay.
learn things if you need to.
If we need
But
it,
yeah.
I can just pull a gear from somewhere. So, or it's not a gear. It's like you have that piece of gear you need right now. So
Mhm.
it's a specific.
So yeah, I think what we'll need here then is clarity to hack the transport company's systems to add the Tortuga. And then I think you guys are set at that point.
Don't let Roll20 know I'm here.
All right.
So it'll be
see.
log in first because you actually have to get into these sonic transportation systems.
Yup. 10.
10. You're in clean.
I've rolled so many 6s and 2s.
I know.
It's the 3rd time I've done that this session. Let's see.
All right, yeah, you're in clean. So you're going to manipulate systems in order to add this to the manifest.
Is that connecting to a secure system?
Yes.
Okay, so let me roll my mind real quick. That's an 11. So I get 3 hold.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and add the Tortuga
Okay.
to the
You add
thing.
you add the Tortuga to the manifest to be shipped in the same compartment as the other vehicle.
And based on where that compartment is and where the pod compartment is, can I see how far they are from each other?
Yeah. They're not very far apart. I'd say maybe like 1 or 2 cars between them.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. And then can I go ahead? Could I schedule something to happen to the train?
So like build in a system malfunction to like cause the train to stop at some point during its route.
Fuck with their scheduled maintenance and halfway through have the train be like, oh no, time to stop. Gotta get gas.
Yeah.
I can't think of a reason to tell you no. So
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna, so it's an hour to there is 700 miles. So, and how fast does the Tortuga drive?
It does not have the tag fast, so I would assume not as fast as the bullet train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not as fast. I mean, probably close to like 100 miles an hour.
Okay. Because we'd probably want to make sure we have enough time to get the pods loaded. So to get out of the Tortuga, get the pods, load them into the transport before the train breaks down. So if we give ourselves half an hour, we're going to be 350 miles from home.
To minimize that time too, could we use your last hold to do some swappage of where each of the cars is located and put our car and the car with the pods right next to each other?
Yes. So I'm going to use that as my other hold, is to put them next to each other.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I guess I'll schedule the train to slow to a scheduled stop at, let me think. I want to say like 20 minutes into the schedule.
Okay.
I feel like we'll be able to get back fairly okay. Like we'll be like over 100 miles away, so it might take a couple hours, but
yeah, because you guys will also be loaded down pretty heavily. Yeah, that's gonna put you guys at a little over 200 miles away. Yeah, and that is something to think about. The further you're away from the city, the longer it takes to get it back. They're going to be looking for it. At some point, they're going to have reported the theft. So,
yeah.
Definitely something to think about.
Do we think we could do it in 10 or 15 minutes?
Sure. Can I schedule it so the train will start up again by itself too after a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
It's harder for them to tell that something has gone amiss until it gets to the other city.
So like a scheduled stop followed by like for a brief window of time and then a scheduled like resume. I mean, yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
So scheduled stop is like 15 minutes after it starts. It
Yeah,
stops
and then
for that amount of time and then it just goes.
I don't imagine it'll take us super long to zoom out of there. Like, we just need to get the door open and go.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll schedule it to start up again in like 10 minutes after we do it.
Yeah.
So, and technically, I could drive both vehicles.
It's true. Okay, so we'll set it that way. So we have a very specific amount of time to do this.
We're like practicing. Like we're gonna like get into the warehouse and be like, all right, here we go. So we have these 6 really heavy motherfucking things. Like we have the couch out there. Like,
Oh no, Choke is running drills.
Yeah, well, it's like I forgot which Ocean's movie it was, or no, maybe it's Fast and Furious. They've done a couple of heist movies where you've got it blocked off in the room. I think Ocean's where they have the very like high tech like the vault from Ocean's 11. They've got it built in the room, and
Nice.
you guys are running the drills with that.
This is Choke's thing. Trainer coming out. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You guys are
Scrubs.
probably a little bit low. It's probably mostly cones laid out for you guys, and then picking up heavy weights in one square and lifting it to the other, loading
can
it
I
with the
just
Tortuga.
supervise? This is not me thing.
I'm not really strong either.
Too bad you're gonna have to be. Go.
After about 10 minutes of it, Klaxon's like sweating and his visor falls down and he goes, huh. And then when the next load goes, it's Rosie carrying Klaxon's end. Then the scene after that, it's Rosie and Chappie carrying the...
So that's just not fair. He's cheating.
He's not cheating, he's using resources wisely.
I'm an
Go.
amazing cheater then.
Okay. I'm not used to actually being there when the missions are happening.
Well, welcome to a little bit of what I do for you on a regular basis.
That's fair.
All of you.
There.
Okay.
So you guys do some
We're gonna
practice.
start having like group workouts.
I don't like that.
Klaxon just kind of gets like, yeah.
I work out very regularly in a very specific fashion that I don't intend to do with any of you. Okay. Let's keep lifting heavy things.
So here's what I'm gonna offer you. This isn't a system of the game, but I think this feels appropriate with your preparations and doing this like these drills. I want to offer you some sort of benefit to that. So I can advance the legwork clock by 1, indicating you have spent the extra time needed to do it, and things are getting a bit closer and down to the wire. But you will gain a +1 on any rolls that you guys make during the job for actions that you have planned for. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, because I think we're about to finish the legwork phase anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll get a
'Cause you-
+2 for that roll. Okay, yes, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Go and do that. I think this will be the end of the legwork phase because you guys have fully prepared what you're going to do. You know the time, the place. You've got the Tortuga set to go because you guys are going to hide out in the Tortuga when it is dropped off for shipment. For the there's a word I just lost all train of thought.
Transport?
Yeah, when you guys drop it off for the transport. Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of arm work too, but
Question.
Boo.
We are intercepting, we are extracting it from the train, and then we are delivering. For the delivery part, did they tell us where we were delivering, or are we just supposed to get in contact with them to deliver?
We'll say they've given you a location to deliver it to once you have it.
Cool.
All right. So
Chad's laughing because you said train of thought.
I know, and as soon as I said it,
We
Yeah.
heisted your train of thought, Sean. It happens.
yeah. Okay. So you've made your preparations. You know the time and the place. You know how you're taking it. Any other preparations you guys want to make as part of the legwork phase?
Still have my cloaking thing that I stole from Apollo, right?
Yeah, you do.
Clarity's just gonna slap that on. Just in case.
Hell yeah.
They,
I'm actually gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you got to keep it as part of your employment package.
I'm gonna take all of the extra guns that I've collected and put them in the Tortuga.
All of them? Okay. There's just a gun stashed in every compartment.
There's
You like drop down the
There's 3 of
sunshade
them.
and like a pistol falls out.
There's 3 guns. I keep asking you if I can keep them, and I'm keeping track of them.
Uh-huh.
So there's an assault rifle in there. There's a pistol in there, and then there's a silenced heavy pistol in there.
Yes.
So I just stash them around, just in case. Like, I've got enough guns, but you guys might want one.
Sure.
She a liability with a gun.
Just in case.
Anything else?
Because I've got 3 guns and a chain, so, like, I'm good, but...
That sounds like a new sitcom on NBC.
I have
The-
my flechette
guns.
pistol and my knife. I'm good to go.
You have your knife and your gun that shoots knives.
Yes.
And your stun gun.
Don't
We
forget
both
about
have
your
Oh, and
tasers.
stun gun.
All right. Yeah, you guys do have those.
I'm so glad I made you get this.
Me too.
Very glad.
Last question for me or to the group, where Klaxon would be like, and are we setting up a crybaby somewhere nearby to be a distraction for local authorities if things go to shite?
What did you have in mind?
The usual mysterious smoke from important building X.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'll drive out the day before and try to set up, me and Swampy Sam's and me and Spiderball set smoke charges in some building that we can remote detonate to make it look like, said building is on fire to clog up traffic or try to cover our tracks as we bail.
Okay. This is definitely something I want you to roll for. This is more setup, more legwork. I was thinking act under pressure.
You call it, boss. I'll hit the button.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. So second skin, act under pressure. Aha! I am actually +2 to this roll
Nice.
because of my my what's it called? Second skin. So I am actually going to be +4. So 9, 11.
Okay. 11. You do it. No problem. So you head out in the Swampy Sam's the morning of or the day before. You find a building. So you're essentially setting up like a small charge somewhere.
Yeah, like literally in the duct work, I'll place smoke charges around, and that way, if we need it, we'll be like pop the smoke, and oh no, the children's hospital is on fire. Chemical attack at the children's hospital. Or
Okay,
whatever,
you set it up at a hospital or something too.
somewhere
Gotcha.
that will draw authorities off our case. So
Yeah.
whoever the security is in the area the closest security station will respond to.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, you set that up the day before as part of your plan. Everybody loads up in the Tortuga, and you drive it towards the to the depot over at the East Industrial Arcology. I imagine all of you guys kind of loaded up in the back. If you got like tarps and stuff over you, things like to throw over you to like obscure you. Clarity just turns invisible, and Klaxon is like, is using his neural interface to drive it up to like the drop-off zone, just to have it look like it was automated to be dropped off there. And one of you hear some footsteps outside after a couple minutes, and you hear some like muffled conversation, and then a crane wheels over, and you feel the Tortuga being lifted as it is then carried on this this track, using this lift into this compound, into the depot, and you can hear that rushing of trains in the distance. And I think we're going to go ahead and call the session here, because I mentioned to the players at the beginning, but Savannah have an early day tomorrow, so we're going to end the session a little bit early, and I want to leave a little bit of time to do our end of session history links stuff here. So, and plus anything else is going to take just way too long to really do. So you guys have finished the legwork phase, so I'm going to give you guys the XP, because you decided when to do this. So you guys all took your XP when you accepted the mission last week. You get your second XP when you decide how and when to take the skins. You've done this, mark experience. And we officially move into the action phase now. And I want to confirm, because you guys got a little bit far. Action clock starts at 1800. So this is where we will start next week. Because of your preparations, a little bit of noise, but so far seems like everything's smooth. So yeah, links. You guys had a little bit of time to role play today. Had some interactions between people.
Real quick, that was 2 XP.
Oh, just the one.
Just the one so far.
XP.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading the chat. The links. You pick somebody who knows you better than they did last time. Does anyone have anyone in mind? Choke.
Impulse.
Yeah. That's fair. You guys had that scene. So
Once again, getting grilled about who she's banging.
And once again, we roll over.
all right, Impulse gets an XP, and
Woot.
I will mark that on our list of scenes to do for next time.
Honestly, I would also say Choke, because she, at the very least, got a first-hand glimpse of how Impulse operates when she's trying to get what she wants. So,
Good to know.
All right. Clear name. Klaxon.
I'll lay this out on the table, and someone could decide who it would have affected most. Klaxon's like, hey, why don't we download ourselves into those skins? Momentum, like, blah. Who wants to be imprisoned in Mickey Mouse Flesh Prison?
Who's creeped out the most by that?
Yes, exactly. That's what, and hence they would know Klaxon is like, being a robot.
I don't think it's Choke, because I feel like she's the only one who was kind of like, well, I mean, maybe.
I was watching all of you at the when that idea came around, and I feel like Morgan had the most visceral reaction to
Probably.
that.
Take the point, Morgan.
Okay, we roll over, so.
Oh, sweet.
So how does that work again?
So Clarity gets an XP,
Okay.
and then she'll decide for next session that what we'll do a small scene involving this relationship, probably discussing the ramifications of being imprisoned in a Mickey Mouse flesh suit. Yeah.
Prison.
All right, I'll mark that too. And Clarity.
trying to think, because Clarity spent just a lot of time researching in her office today. I think I'll give it to Impulse.
Okay.
Just because.
Oh,
I just
That's
feel like
fair.
they did research together.
we also roll over.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Scenes
Impulse.
for everyone.
And I level up.
You level up.
Again.
I leveled up again.
Is that your 4th or your 5th?
My fifth.
That's
Your
fine.
5th? Alright.
Yeah, I leveled up this game too. So
Oh my
So
God, y'all.
one more and then you can start to so starting your next one you can do like the advanced stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
Snake
So you got
eyes.
5 for Impulse. I think we've got 5 for Impulse. Is that your 4th, Klaxon?
no, I think that's my third. I was behind.
Oh, that's
so-
right. You were behind.
So, yeah. Go to someone else. I'll look it
Yeah,
up real quick. Just
that's
to make
fine.
Sure.
And
I've
then,
done
yeah.
3.
You've done 3. You did 3. So you both of you are working towards your 4th. God, you've
Yeah,
rolled
this will be
so.
my third.
Shit.
Okay.
Just
You
so
rolled
much shit.
so bad.
Halfway there.
Cool. Yes.
Oh,
Somebody.
Lord.
Oh yeah, I also forgot that I changed one of my directives.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, look at.
One,
What'd you change it to?
I changed it to deceptive. When your lies about your identity or your past put the mission at risk, mark experience.
Okay.
I felt like that was appropriate because Clarity lies a lot.
Yeah, that is appropriate. And yeah, you guys can judge those however you want. I mean, whenever you feel like your directive matched up with the mission, or matched up with what we did today, you guys can mark XP for that. I won't. I'm not going to police that because it's a lot to do. Cool. Good stuff, guys. So yeah, we'll go ahead and stop there then. Like I said, we're gonna end a bit early today because we got some travel plans tomorrow. We will not be playing next Friday, but we will be back on the 9th of October. How is it October? And yeah, and we'll see how this heist goes. So you guys keep these thoughts in your head. I want everyone for the next 2 weeks thinking about Mickey Mouse Flesh Prison and all
also,
that
we're
good stuff.
definitely not going to forget the scenes we have to do next time.
I have them
course
marked at the top
not.
of my. I have them marked at the top
I'm
of my
not
sheet.
Gonna forget both scenes.
Because last week we were all like, what?
oh shit.
I won't forget. You guys need to remember to think about whatever you're gonna do as your scene.
Good.
I did the last one.
Obviously,
Okay,
we will be doing some flashbacks for those, or we will wait till later in the session to do them because not many scene opportunities while you guys are just sitting at the back of the Tortuga.
So is it up to
But,
me or up to Clarity to figure out what the scene
Whoever
is?
actually
Whatever.
rolled over.
Clarity.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sid's got 2 to figure out. Morgan has 1 to figure out. Cool. All right. Well, like I said, friends, we're gonna wrap it up there. Our next stream after this one will be on Sunday. It's gonna be Slang 101 at 4:00 Eastern time. Come join us for that. Getting into a new spooky Halloween mystery with also it's just a horror mashup. You can come join us. We have no idea what's going on yet, but Freddy's there and Jason's there and evil circus performers maybe. But yeah, 4:00 Eastern time for that. Otherwise, our schedule for the week will have AOS on Tuesday. The announcement will go out, but we're not doing Wild Space this Thursday, and we won't have this on Friday. We will, however, have the premiere on next Saturday of our brand new game Overarms, or new, very new game of Overarms, a new kickstarted rules light role-playing game that just finished up its Kickstarter a week and a half ago, and it's called Saturday Night's Star Power. It's sort of a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure / Persona, mostly JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because that's my touchstone for it, inspired role-playing game. It's going to be goofy, it's going to be anime as hell. Come watch it. That'll be at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, October 3rd. Be there. I think that's it. Anyone have anything they want to plug before we call it for the night?
Come watch me play a game that is
Yes.
probably kind of being written right now, I would imagine. I have no idea what I'm playing, but I'm playing it at 3 o'clock Eastern on Off the Table, so off_the table. And it's all for charity. So yeah, come watch me figure it out. It'll be great.
And when I'm not here on Mondays, I'm on twitch.tv/koboldpress, playing Dungeons and Dragons in a campaign called Lessons in Deep Magic, using the Kobold Press Deep Magic supplement. It's 5th edition. There's like 700 spells in it, and I don't know. I mean, if you want to see a bunch of people who are good at acting emotionally traumatize themselves for fun, come watch it. It's good. Monday night, 8 p.m.
All right. That it? Cool. Well, as always, I've been Sean, and I've been running this game. And we'll see everyone next time. And until then, good game and good night, Internet.